The veterans of the digital euro. An independent digital currency advocacy group has highlighted Ripple's latest partnership with MasterCard. Have you ever considered how companies may use crypto technologies to create more effective loyalty programs? Ripple is one of the top 100 firms in America that values its employees and the community, according to Forbes magazine. But how much concern do they have for the XRP group itself? In its ongoing legal battle against Ripple, the Securities and Exchange Commission has filed a move to withdraw one of its lawyers. Why was this decision made now? Keep reading to find out the rest. If this is something that interests you, watch this brand new video right now. Pleased to have you join us on the Coin Lady channel. The Digital Euro Association recently tweeted its enthusiasm at the prospect of its member companies being early adopters in MasterCard's CBDC program. Ripple and Fluency are among the Digital Euro Association members. After announcing pioneering members Fluency and Ripple as well as the MasterCard CBDC Partner Program, the Proof Central Bank Digital Currency Association said they couldn't be more thrilled. The XRP community has taken note of the DA's recognition of Ripple's participation in MasterCard's CBDC program. It was seen as a positive change by many. I am optimistic about XRP's future in light of the magnitude of the waves caused by recent collaborations in the financial industry and the comments made by XRP enthusiasts headquartered in Spain. Furthermore, MasterCard noted in a recent announcement that the public has not shown much interest in financial regulators' efforts to address CBDCs, in contrast to cryptocurrencies. However, the leading payment processor stressed that CBDC's momentum is growing. In particular, it stated that retail CBDCs have become operational, and that 93% of central banks are involved in some level of CBDC development. Meanwhile, MasterCard's global regulatory advocate Jesse McWatters stated that central banks need to evaluate a number of questions before implementing any changes. The issues cover both the participation of the private sector in the issuance of CBDCs and related security and privacy concerns. In order to attract leading companies in the cryptocurrency industry, MasterCard has unveiled its CBDC Partner Program. The goal is to improve understanding of the benefits and drawbacks of CBDCs. Its secondary objective is to plan for a safe, efficient, and useful rollout. It also brought attention to Ripple's work with the Republic of Palau to create a nationally stable coin supported by the government. It is important to note that the CBDC Ripple's project has reached as far as Hong Kong, Montenegro, Bhutan, and Colombia. In order to be among the first to learn about any new developments involving XRP, please subscribe to our channel and enable push notifications. The company has maintained that traditional loyalty programs are ineffective and that crypto alternatives are superior. Most executives and customers have already expressed a need for improved incentive structures. 70% of executives surveyed said they saw an increase in consumer loyalty after moving their loyalty programs to digital platforms. Meanwhile, several of the respondents said that their companies have allocated more money toward customer loyalty in the most recent cycle. Ripple, on the other hand, stated that putting in more work on loyalty programs does not mean the techniques used to deploy them were effective. Ripple noted that many consumers have a hard time keeping track of their incentives or figuring out how they are earned. The survey also noted that some companies install restrictive restrictions, which can cause customers to get so annoyed that they decide to stop using the software completely. Ripple, however, has observed that businesses are increasingly modifying their loyalty rewards programs to meet the obstacles that they face. It focused on particular crypto-based technologies that can improve royalty efficiency. Non-fungible tokens, stable money, and smart contracts were among them. It was Ripple's contention, first, that customers who belong to several loyalty programs put themselves at greater danger of identity theft. Customers face this issue because they are required to give out their personal information upon signing up everywhere. Some of the message said, there are multiple possible points of failure where personal information could be leaked if you provide this information for various loyalty programs, ripped off and snatched. Ripple, meanwhile, claims here is where solutions built on blockchain technology really shine, such as decentralized identities built on zero-knowledge proofs. Importantly, the data for a decentralized identity is safely held in an off-chain wallet associated with a blockchain identification. ZK proof is based on the same premise of verifying data to a third party without revealing the data itself. Ripple used the example of verifying a customer's legal drinking age as a successful use of decentralized identification and ZK proof. If a website asks whether or not a given birth date shows the user is above the age of 21, an identifier based on ZK proofs can respond yes without revealing the user's specific birthday. Ripple also noted that in a crypto-adopting business world, decentralized identification would have other uses beyond verifying user profiles. Ripple anticipates that businesses will be able to tokenize their benefits by means of stable coins due to the fact that decentralized identification indicates connection via crypto wallets. It's worth noting that a number of businesses have started using blockchain-based solutions for loyalty programs. Airlines like airBaltic and Singapore Airlines are among these companies. In addition, Ripple has been named one of the top 100 most caring businesses in the world. In this case, Ripple took to Twitter to announce that People magazine, a major American journal, has included Ripple in its current ranking of companies that care. The company was grateful to its workers who participated in social impact initiatives. "We are honored to be recognized as one of People's 100 companies that care for both 2018 and 2023, the statement read. "We appreciate all of our staff members who participate in our local and international impact projects throughout the year." You may recall that earlier this month, Ripple was honored for its dedication to helping others. Companies that go above and above to demonstrate their consumers they care rank well in the annual list compiled by the People. Companies that encourage their workers to help make the world a better place are also considered. Ripple was included in this 2023 edition alongside other notable U.S. health-focused companies. Adobe Systems, Video HP Incorporation, and MasterCard are also highly regarded technological companies, thanks in large part to the success of their respective corporate social responsibility (CSR) programs, which focus on advancing financial inclusion, scientific discovery, and environmental sustainability, respectively. Furthermore, it has been noted that Ripple encourages its staff to take an active role in fundraising for organizations near and dear to their hearts. Additionally, Ripples can use Ripple to learn about other organizations that share their values. A landmark 2021 charitable effort by Ripple employees was also highlighted. The magazine claims that this was the year when Ripple saw its highest level of employee giving. It's interesting that Ripple matched employee donations. The company will double the annual donations of each full-time worker up to $1,000. Employees have mentioned possibilities to volunteer and access to mental health care benefits, as well as a $50 credit to use when exploring the platform and making their first gift. Most importantly, workers are valued and encouraged to strike a healthy work-life balance. Ripple has been helping out with Keris's East African relief efforts, and last month they were featured as one of their Ripple Effect partners. The key question today is why the SEC lawyer dropped the case against Ripple. In order to be among the first to learn about any new developments involving XRP, please subscribe to our channel and enable push notifications. In its ongoing legal battle against Ripple Labs, the Securities and Exchange Commission has requested that one of its attorneys remove from the case. Eleanor Turat, a Fox Business reporter, served as the court's chairwoman in a recent filing. The SEC's former counsel, Pascal Guerriere, has withdrawn from the case. Since Ms. Guerriere is no longer a party to this action, the Securities and Exchange Commission humbly requests that the court issue an order, in the form attached hereto, removing Pascal Guerriere as counsel of record in this matter. The SEC said yesterday's filing takes effect immediately. The SEC also confirmed that the attorneys already on record will continue to act as the Commission's legal counsel for the duration of the case. It's important to note that Attorney Guerriere is a well-regarded senior lawyer at the SEC. This lawyer is well-versed in the area of securities law. The legal struggle over the ripples isn't finished despite the summary judgment verdict granted by Judge Annalisa Torres. The SEC has just moved to appeal an interim ruling. Additionally, the trial of Brad Garlinghouse, CEO of Ripple, and Chris Larsen, chairman of Ripple, on charges brought by the SEC, is set to begin in the second quarter of 2024. Expertise from gorillas is likely to have been crucial in these situations. The Commission, however, has moved to have her dismissed from the Ripple case. The SEC's decision to exclude Gurja from the Ripple litigation has introduced an additional element of doubt into the case. The reason for the SEC's withdrawal of the attorney has been the subject of speculation among XRP holders. Some XRP supporters have theorized that the withdrawal may have been the result of a dispute within the SEC over how to handle the Ripple issue. Some have speculated that Gary is going because she does not like to be associated with negative events in history. Curiously, pro-XRP lawyer John Deaton also voiced his opinion on the matter. He said that it doesn't matter whether the attorney Guerriers withdraw from the case. Deaton indicated that the SEC may transfer Guerrier to another case or terminate her employment altogether. He mentioned that once our colleague Jorge G. Tenreiro was promoted, attorney Guerrier began working on the Ripple case. She joined the case after Dugan Bliss departed the commission to work for failed crypto lender BlockFi, but that fact was omitted out of the press release. Attorney Deaton Tenreiro, who was appointed as the main attorney for the SEC during the oral argument for William Hinman's speech documents, told Gary Airlight in court that the SEC's position on Hinman's materials was consistent with his prediction. You may recall that the SEC initially claimed that Hinman's lecture on cryptocurrencies in 2018 was nothing more than his own view and not intended to serve as market guidance. The SEC reversed course after being directed by the court to hand up the file to Ripple. It claimed that the speech was officially sanctioned division advice given by SEC's Corporation Finance Director Hinman. The attorney for Pro-XRP stated that Tenreiro was aware of the difficulty of the court battle for Hinman's paperwork. Therefore, he decided to use Gary as an example of what not to do in the face of Judge Sarah's online criticism. Judge Ned Byrne was quoted as saying that the SEC was hypocritical and that it had no respect for the law. Judge Ned Byrne was addressing both Gary here and Tenreiro with that remark. A real leader, he said, would have gone in and taken the blows or been killed. This video has reached its conclusion. Viewers who have found it entertaining should give it a thumbs up. Please sign up and pay the associated fee for alerts. Until then, I hope you'll like my channel and subscribe to my videos.